find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Tonight we finish off Week 4 with a good Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Minnesota Vikings. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Jackson, first play, going to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. This defense for the Vikings, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Jackson now. Completes this to Callaway over on the right side. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down. Now it's Jackson. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he goes out right around the 39. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Callaway going to go in motion. 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. Delivers another one to Pierce. And he will have a Ravens first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Trey Palmer, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 41. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Aaron Donald's secret, if there is one, to his play, his ability to contort his body in such a way that you can't get a good, clean block on him. He slides through holes and slides past blockers and makes plays just as we saw there.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3rd and 8. Here's Jackson to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Vikings are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Tua. Akers back-to-back catches. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run here with Akers. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Cam Akers with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Vikings are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 to score as they begin 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Pierce now up the middle, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
These two teams all tied after 1. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Here's Jackson. And it is caught. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out to the sideline and make a catch.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
They'll give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stop the run and then executed.
On second down, Jackson. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. To throw is Jackson. To Pierce, they set up the screen. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
I think that we all figured when he called it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Ready.
Off a play action. Tagovailoa. He'll buy some time right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
You still hold your breath a little as a defense when Tua gets out of the pocket. You're worried about him scrambling and getting a 1st down. But there, he made the wise call. If there's nothing downfield, just throw it away.
Jefferson going to go in motion right. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line. It's such a costly interception. Nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop the score.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Jackson. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Bryan. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Pierce. Diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown.
And you can forget this defense just a bit here. They know how dangerous Lamar Jackson is running the football. Stopping him is in many ways a prime concern. So here, they're late to react to the handoff on the option, and it costs them as this winds up a touchdown.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ballgame, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Vikings first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Well, the Vikings at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline.
And a loose football. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Going right back to Dotson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. First down now, but that clock rolling. Tua sets up to pass it. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one goes for 30 yards. Looking to pass. Tua. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. On this one, he may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Tua now, 3rd and goal. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Jahan Dotson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. A fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Throwing is Jackson. That's complete to Palmer. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. A run for Pierce out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter. This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
2nd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 22-yard line. That third down conversion good for 23.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Right side, it's the tight end, Hawkinson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And quickly, they get to the line. Two and a throw again. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now Tua signaling to change things up. Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Cam Akers, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll get things started with a carry by Pierce. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now it's Jackson. That's taken in by Palmer. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time you wait for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
First and 10, it's Pierce. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards the pickup there, good for a Raven first. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You've got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the fourth quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And Tua going to slide to a halt, but he will have the first down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll run on first down with Akers. And he's got it down to the 28. A gain of 3, 2nd down. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Oh, some strong running. And the Ravens are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over. Now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. 43 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Jackson on 1st down. That's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. From 17 yards out. And the Ravens have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. A late turnover, so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to a go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect the lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day 1 of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Tua going to throw. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from me a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As soon as he linked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Now a 2nd and 10. On play action, here's Tua. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 45-yard line. Here's Tua. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
He's got a man, complete. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. T.J. Hockenson, 34 yards. And the Vikings answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now here are the Vikings faced with a big 2-point conversion attempt. The two are going to try and throw for it. And he'll get into the end zone to make it a 5-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson. That's complete to Pierce. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Brandon's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now Jackson. And Callaway taking it in left side. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Running right through him. And he's got this down to the 35.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Another carry for Pierce. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Throwing, Jackson. This one finds Pierce on the out route. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Jackson to throw. Open man, it's Palmer. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Here's Jackson. Rolling to his right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Jackson. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. Jackson to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Vikings have just about sewn up this football game. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given. And it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is